Alright, let's get the shindig started. When last we left our robot overlords, we had hit number 1 of the arena. We have a lot of missions left to go through, I feel like. It's a little loud. Hold on. Yep, that's better. We were 65% of the way through, or at least we have 65% completion. So I don't know how many missions there are in the game. We've gone through 28 of them. I don't know if I guess we had one failure that was, we just failed and moved on. Whatever. We did go back and not only, you know, complete the arena, but we went back down to the bottom. And I'm pretty sure we now have a win for everybody because we, went down and stomped some newbies. So we should just have all wins. I just want to check that real quick. Just to double check. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Garage. I mean, we got plenty of money right now, so this is working for us. So I don't feel like really needing to change. Even though it is very basic, it's very boring. Like, we have hover legs now. We have a lot of other weapons we could be using. But the tried and true 1,000 rounds of machine gun ammo and a bunch of missile. The problem is that we go through so many missions that do wind up having us, winds up having us fight a bunch of little bitty things like helicopters and those bug mechs. I forget what they're called. They're called like disorder units and things like that. That it's like I kind of want to have the extra ammo. So we don't have like an insane damage output, but like real fast. So if we have to fight like 2 mechs one-on-one, we're not gonna be able to just like blow them both away. It's gonna be a long, drawn-out fight with us dodging a lot and using a lot of ammo. But, you know, so it is. All right, upon success, 75,000 from the Earth government.
We received a report from the infiltration team. They've discovered a research lab constructed during the first terraforming underneath Zeo Matrix headquarters.
Okay.
Zeo Matrix headquarters has been retaken, but the special forces still occupy the underground lab. We are requesting that you mop up these remaining forces.
These fucking special forces are just...
Disorder units have also been detected in the underground research lab. Please be advised.
Okay, so it's just we're trying to take this lab back, and there are special orders or special forces units that have broken away that we have to fight and take down, as well as disorder units that they're starting to like harness and use. Zeo Matrix is starting to be a bit of a boo-boo.
Main system, engaging combat mode.
These are red. They're different. Oh yeah, I forgot we changed our core, I think. So now we don't have as much armor to start with. Are we missing a door somewhere? No, it's just forward. I'm just gonna take a little look around. Nothing around here. Okay. So we need to be careful of that. We don't have as much armor as we once had.
What's happening? Raven, our system is jammed. Communication impossible.
Do I need to kill these things, or do I just need to, like, go? Yeah, we'll just bypass that shit. Can I sword these guys? Oh, hold on, wait. There we go. I have this other controller that's plugged in that actually has rumble engaged, and for some reason it rumbles on top of sitting on top of my computer. And I always forget every single time. I want to save. It's not about saving money. It's about saving Oh my god. It's about saving ammo in case there's some awful fucking thing I have to deal with later on. Going the right way, or am I backtracking? Just double checking? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a lot of things. That should take care of that. Okay. So I guess this is a doorway and that's just a wall. Yeah. They look different. Okay, here we go. No? I mean, there are all these little alcoves with this. What? Maybe I don't need to be here? Well, this one, oh wait, this one's lit up. So this one probably works. Brilliant! I'm so good at this. I'm really good at this game. And just general deductive reasoning. Uh-huh, okay. Fuck off. I don't really... I mean, I could just wait here and let them kind of destroy themselves against the wall, maybe? Like, they'll kind of just clump up and shoot each other? I really don't want to try and sprint through this. Fucking hell, this door. Okay.
Someone help! It's moving!
Alright. We only took a little bit of damage there. I don't want to fight all of that shit. I want to keep my ammo. That's the main thing, is it's... Uh-oh. Well, if someone had been waiting for me there, they could have easily killed me. Alright, see, this is what, you know, someone help, it's moving. Okay. I don't have it on radar. That's fun. I'm used to fighting people in a much larger space. I wish I could see it on radar, because it's impossible to track inside of this tiny room. There we go. Thank God. I was like, this could be a problem. Once again, I'm used to like mid-range battles with, you know, with fights in the arena. That's such a small room comparatively. No mail? Okay. I mean, I guess we everything kind of took care of them like each other. Special forces got wiped out by the whatever they're called, the corruption units. Eliminate Leos Klein. Here we go.
We have confirmed Leos Klein's whereabouts. He's
Nice.
located in Rapture's core. We request that you remove him as soon as possible.
Boy, howdy, he is a thorn in our side.
Now, Rapture's reactor is its heart. If it's destroyed, the power it gathers and supplies to Mars will be lost. In a worst-case scenario, damage to the reactor could destroy Rapture.
They really nailed the Southern dialect right there. Not just with the accent, but with the now Rapture's starting with the now. Now Rapture's reactor when trying to explain something. Bang on.
Rapture is an important symbol to those living on Mars.
It's very
must
folksy.
Not be lost. You gotta remove Klein without destroying Rapture. Help us return peace and order to Mars by eliminating Klein. We'll await your return.
Okay. I guess we'll stick with our same parts. It's working.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
All right.
Don't attack the reactor. If it explodes, it might take you with it.
I will do my best not to do that. You have my word.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
All right. Well, we're gonna go somewhere else. Maybe. Is there another door? No. Oh, is it just this? Of course. So we saw the stuff on the radar that was below us. So now we get to turn back around and walk right into it.
Watch out. They've planted bombs that are difficult to detect.
Solid shooting. Is that on this side? It's not. Okay, so where do we need to head?
Gate check.
I mean,
Cannot unlock gate.
if there are more bombs this way, it seems like this is the logical direction to go. Yeah. That's why we have a lot of ammo. Just squeeze off one shot at a time. Or a couple, you know, we got ammo to spare. I really don't know how much space I need to make here. But I guess we're going this way. We just keep following the mines. I'd really love a chain reaction. It's kind of nice that we brought a machine gun that had 1,000 bullets to a mission like this, though. Ooh.
Gate check.
Oh, come on.
Unlock gate.
Let me in. It's just me. It's little old me. Hello? Room service?
Unlock gate.
You have any hidden AC parts back there? No? Okay. Fine then. Be that way.
Let's fight, Raven.
Oh, hey.
We'll settle this.
It's lots of grenades. He totally looks like Ninebreaker. Ow, okay. Cheap shot.
Temperature reading in the reactor. Shifting to alert status.
That one was me. I accept responsibility for that one. Let me get my energy back. Oh. Ow. Excuse me, what was that camera? That was an absolute disaster. There, I did it. Now, I shot one of those definitively. The rest of them, I think, was him.
Let's fight, Raven. We'll settle this back home.
Didn't we just do that? I'm so confused.
Let's fight, Raven.
Oh, he's a computer, just like previous games.
Let's fight, Raven.
We did
It's unmanned. Klein isn't here.
we did a bit of a number in this room. Oops.
Your mission is complete. Let's head back to base.
Let's see how much of a deduction we're gonna get for destroying like 11 of the 12 cores. Like I said, I know for a fact that I shot one of them. I mean, what were you expecting? What did you want me to do? But they paid us like 80,000 up front. So that balance, while it's in the red, a good chunk. One, got plenty of money. Two, we really made out with about 30,000. So can't break a multi-planet governmental dissenter without breaking a few eggs, I say. Phobos. Oh no, that's where the demons are. We've confirmed that Klein is headed for Phobos, one of the moons orbiting the red planet. Just say Mars. Don't have to be so dramatic. We're on fucking Mars. Just say Mars. The red planet. As if the Luna, which is the moon orbiting the blue planet. Whatever. It's believed Klein is headed for Phobos because the Martian control system is located there. Alright, I don't know what that is. Ruins of an ancient civilization. How ancient are we talking here? We're on Mars. Like thousands of years ago? How ancient? Have been discovered on Phobos previously, but they've been remained untouched due to the great number of disorder units there. That's what it is, disorder units. However, given Klein's current power, it's possible that he'll succeed in entering them. It isn't known why Klein wants to access the control system, but it's believed his true objective lies there. Cool, well we'll probably go and deal with that. So now we're really banging on all cylinders on the plot here. I mean, I guess we're good to go. Great is good. It's alright. It's gotten me a good long ways, though. 100,000! Wow! Infiltrates STAI battleship.
We've made a mistake. An LCC military facility has been overtaken by the Special Forces, and Belena Corporation's STAI battleship has been launched from its underground berth.
Okay.
It seems the upheavals around the planet were a ploy designed by Klein to split our forces. His objective was to take over the military facility and launch the STAI. The STAI is a battleship designed by Belena, with enough firepower to destroy the entire planet. Fact is, Klein has acquired the greatest weapon on Mars.
Why? Why did you make
Klein
this?
must be stopped. Right now he's headed towards Phobos, and it's likely he'll attack the surface from that position. Now enter the STAI via the transport ship and shut it down. A lot of Ravens have been hired for this mission. Your combined strength is the key to success.
Okay, so we're not assaulting it directly. I'm not fighting the outside of it, like those two big weapons that we fought, those two giant tanks that we fought in the desert that I wound up changing my entire AC loadout in order to deal with it. I'm supposed to be going inside and dismantling it from the inside, so I think I'm going to stick with what I have.
We wish you the best of luck.
We'll try it out. It seems like every mission from here on out is like a... Oh, cool. Let's go team. Oh, that was it? Okay, well. We all got separate private jets. Oh, is the Arbiter here? Oh, those guys didn't make it. Are we gonna cut the cable?
Target detected. Commencing drop.
Alright, so we gotta get inside of this thing.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
We're working on opening the hatch. Please hold on.
What is shooting at me? I mean, these guns aren't a big deal, but the planes are annoying. Can those things even be destroyed? No, I've hit it with like 6 missiles and it hasn't cared.
The hatch is open. Proceed.
Alright, where's the hatch? Can I get this on my HUD somewhere? There it is.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Step aside! I have to get in. Get out of here.
Alright, let's rock.
Everyone else died, so let's go. You and me, buddy. Uh-oh. There it is. We've got the glitch. Oh, it's gone. It fixed itself. And we're fully healed, and we've got all of our ammo again. Too bad we have missiles inside of this small area. Okay, I don't like that. Can I go somewhere else?
It's over.
Gate check.
He's dead? Wow. Okay. I don't have to fight him. I just have to disable this thing. Is this one supposed to be destroying? I mean, are these guns? What is this? Okay, hold on, wait. I don't know. That's not a button. That's just like, it looks like a big screw. Okay, hold up. Okay, that's as far as that goes. I guess that was a good thing. And then these, I have multiple doors here. It may behoove me to take this out. Since this room, I'm probably going to come back through it. Is that everybody here? Okay. So I'm probably going to have to deal with these other two doors. Fuck off. Okay, there's way too many things to target there. Okay. I didn't know this door was here, otherwise it would have just gone on through. God, where am I going? What's the game plan? Okay, it looks like it's pick a single direction. We're gonna do this little maneuver. Okay, that's thinned some stuff out, which is good. Ugh, contacts, why? Not now. Okay. There's one left. Okay. I'm gonna check all these doors, though it's probably just that big one.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
I mean, let's be real here. It's gotta be this one. Oops.
I'm not letting you through, Ray.
Oh my gosh, I have no health. What is this camera angle? Please stop. Fucking awesome? Why, thank you. Alright. We have no health. Please don't make me fight anything else big. God damn it.
You remind me of another pilot I knew long ago.
Babe with the power. He's got a Kurosawa.
I've
Vertical
always
missiles.
someone like you.
Grenade launcher. Oh, don't start me off right there. He's gonna hit me with the Kurosawa like point blank range.
It's my intention.
I also only have a
not to
quarter of my
interfere with my plans.
machine gun ammo left. So, yep, cool. And we're out of ammo.
Raven,
Fucking hell.
reborn.
I had just enough bullets. Oh my god. And just enough armor too. Oh shit. That was close. Raven. Klein has made it to Phobos. His most likely target is the information contained within the Martian control system. What does he gain from this information? What objective does it help him achieve? Raven, you're the only one capable of finding out. I pray for your safe return. Oh, thanks, babe. Okay, let's save. Whoop. Caps on. Achievement percentage. Nice. Alright. I mean, this is working for us. I'm actually... How much weight do we have right now? That we can finagle a bagel? About 1,000. God, there's not a lot of medium. I want like a medium missile pod, but instead we've got like multiple warheads. This fires vertical missiles. Like I want missiles that fire forward like the ones that I have, but they're medium missiles. I want a higher damage output. All of this stuff that folds out, we have to sit still to use it, so I don't want to use it. Man, there's nothing in the way of back weapons. And it's not like I have something sitting around, do I? That fire, well, see, this fires 4 missiles at once per lock. In that, you know, 4 missiles in a horizontal line, and they do a lot more damage. But then I just, like, run out of ammo, like, if I don't have a good lock. I mean, do I have a better FCS that where I can get more than a couple of lock-ons? It says 12, but the lock speed is so much faster. Or so much slower, rather. I mean, lock speed... You want a lower lock speed, right? Right? Hold on, wait. I mean, I think the blue numbers... or the blue and red arrows are simply like... just telling you if numbers are going up or down. Narrow. See, I don't want narrow and deep. That lock speed is awesome. Sideways. Wide. I don't want narrow and deep. But this gives me up to 12. Let me try this. costs 110,000 credits. I have it. No problem. Alright, I'm going to try this out. So it's the same lock speed, but it just gives me more lock-ons. Much shallower lock-on, though. Which I may not want. I may want to be able to lock on further away.
Main system. Engaging test mode.
Bam!
Target destruction verified. Terminating test mode.
I think it's going to give us less lock-on range. But I can... I mean, maybe it works better in conjunction with this. I mean, it's... It's about the same sight range. Sight ability, I don't know what that means. 338 and 351. We'll use it. We're gonna try it out. We also now have ongoing noise, so let me save it since we have a new setup, and dive out and back in to get rid of the ongoing noise. Okay, I guess we're going to use this. It'll allow me to lock on with more than 2 missiles so I can fire a salvo. Now, is that smart? Well, is it like, ooh, instead of wasting 2 missiles into the side of the wall, I'll waste 8? Like, oh boy. 120,000. Going to Phobos, Earth government.
We've received a transmission from Phobos, from none other than Leos Klein himself. The content of this transmission was shocking, to say the least.
It was his ass pressed up against the camera.
According to him, Phobos is an artifact left by an ancient Martian civilization. He claims it's an enormous mobile weapon controlled by a high-tech computer.
What, the whole moon? That's no moon. That's your mother.
We had a hard time believing him, but there is evidence to support his claim. According to recent calculations, Phobos' orbit has already shifted. Now, whether it's a weapon or not, if Phobos plummets to the Martian surface, the damage it would do to mankind would be irreparable. This is our last request. You must stop Klein. If this mission succeeds, we'll grant the Ravens their freedom. We'll relinquish our control and allow you to live independently as mercenaries. This is a promise.
That's all I ever wanted.
This is the greatest reward ever offered to a Raven. I wouldn't advise you to pass up this kind of an opportunity. We'll await your return.
And then I accidentally crash it into the Mars anyway, and so I get deducted like 20,000 credits or something like that. All right. So we've changed our FCS for this last mission. Bad days. I think this is it.
Engaging combat mode.
No music. Cool doors. Okay, those are just kind of floating along. Spooky. All right, we're just gonna go in. That should just take one missile. Okay. Did I need to take these guys out? I don't know. None of these doors open. Okay. There's got to be a way for me to get in here. Do I go up and over? Do I just go into it? Do I break these? Ooh. Ah. Come on. Luckily, they don't explode violently and cause damage to my AC. There it goes. Okay. Ugh. But what's up? We got plenty of missiles still. We used half of our missile pack. We got plenty of armor. We've got plenty of ammo from our machine gun. This way. Frustrating. Oh, excuse me. What did I even land on? What's down there? I'm walking onto something that's kind of moving. I guess I'll just drop down and hope that it isn't a mistake. It looks like a big old mistake. Hold on, I'm stuck on a pipe. I'm stuck on a pipe! Quit shooting me. Alright, these things first. Alright. Now for these guys. I don't know if I have enough space for missiles here. Not really. Okay. Bleh. Well, that didn't go great. That didn't go as well as the first room. Fuck off. Okay. Hold on. That's a big boy. I'm trying to assess. Okay. All right. We just have to commit. Ow. Well, didn't dodge that shit at all. We're not in a great way right now. This is a lot to get through, especially since we have a pretty light defense mech. Please refuel me. Fix me up before the next fight. Give me my ammo and health back. Oh, thank you. Okay. Is that smoldering? Okay, yeah, that is. Okay, what's up with this?
Klein, why? We were nothing but pawns?
Yep, this is what happens. They're there. You'll be fine. Alright, what monstrosity do I fight?
Make mistakes, don't you think, Raven? We humans need strict supervision.
What the fuck? This thing is massive!
A state dedicated solely to ravens. I'm a realist, not some fool.
Okay, big area at least, so we can use our
All
missiles.
that I've wanted to do is to revive the ways of old. Die, rebel!
Okay. We're gonna dodge, one way or the other. Okay, I'm glad I got this new FCS that allows me to lock on more than 2 missiles at a time. Oh, Jesus! Nope, didn't really dodge that. We're exchanging missiles right now. Was that it? No, that can't be it. I mean, it... Come on. I mean, I'm fine with the final boss for one of these games finally being... Nope, there it is. Now we fight, like, the core. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna switch to machine gun. And just do constant damage. Since he moves so much faster. Ow. Where'd he go? And I don't have him on radar at all. Oh. Oh, that was like 2,000 damage. I caught that sword and it was just like, done. Okay. Well. I spoke too soon. There was a second phase to that fight that was a big, swift kick in the ass. Alright, well, getting through the stage is not so bad. Beating the first phase is not so bad. The problem is that the stage is long. We have to start from the beginning and do the whole fucking thing again. But knowing that in that first room, I can just blow up those 8 pillars or whatever. I should be able to skip some of the, you know, make that go a little faster. Also, I just kind of know what's going on now.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Okay. But it seems like it. That seems like all there is. Yeah, these, shot the wall right there. 10 out of 10. Okay, anybody else? Is that everything? Okay. Don't waste ammo on these things. Come on. Excuse me. Do I specifically have to hit the red part? Yeah, that's what it seems like. Come on. All right. Gonna take this down. I think I have 2 more rooms of enemies or something like that. Where's the door? There it is. Alright, take these things out first. Oh my gosh, this room is so tiny! I don't know if any of my missiles hit. Okay. Now we have that one big robot to deal with, which we're probably going to use missiles to take down. Wait for the grenade shot. Okay. Oh, that sucked. Not doing so hot this time. I wonder if I can just, like, run past him to this door. Okay, we survived the first half of the mission, though. So we're going to get recharged. Okay, and the first form of this boss is easy. I just need to make sure I don't take too much damage.
Klein, why? We were nothing but pawns?
And then the second phase of the boss isn't showing up on radar. I wonder if it would if I had a biological something. I wonder if it's one of those disorder units. And that's why it's not showing up on radar. Because being able to see where it is on radar would definitely make it an easier fight. Because it just moves so quickly. And then it's in my face and it slaps me with a sword for like 2,600 damage. It's rough.
A state dedicated solely to ravens. I'm a realist, not some fool. All that I've wanted to do is to revive the ways of old.
Not really a place for me to hide, too. Ow. Okay. That was not a smart exchange. Okay, yeah, I've, like, angered him by doing that. Okay. Not so bad. Switching to machine gun and dodge for your fucking life mode. Now we know. Don't even bother with the missiles, just machine gun. Ow. It's so much damage. Yep, there it is. That's a charge with the sword. Yep, okay. He got me there at the end. He got me like 2 or 3 times in a row. I got a good beat on him at one point. I dumped out about 40% of my ammo there. We gotta do the whole fucking stage again. Oh, it's such a, that's the biggest bummer, is having to redo the stage every single time, because it just takes for fucking ever. But you can't just like willy-nilly rush through. I'm trying to think. Maybe I can. Well, the first room, definitely not, because I have to shoot those things. Those 8 pillars to let the force field down. But then after that, I've got the small room that has 4 turrets and the guys running around. And then I've got the big room with the big guy. Let me see something real quick. What's an optional part that I could, like, get rid of? Lock on range, I need that. Lock on time. Turning speed. I could get rid of turning speed. Which means I could use the other core, which is going to give me another, like, 700 health. Dealing energy weapon damage, which is the pain. Okay. Let's see if I can carry this, because that may be something that I just, like, dump into something. What is my weight right now? Ooh, I may not be able to use this. Just barely. Oh my gosh. By, what is that, 18? So, my game plan is to use the small missiles to get through the first phase, and then the second phase, use the quad missiles with the extension, so I should be shooting 8 missiles at once, and just dump all of that. Get as much damage as quickly as possible out in his face. All right, let's give it one more shot. And then we may have to switch things up entirely. Go like full tank treads or something like that. And oops, all grenades.
We had now if this.
All right.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
So the middle missiles are first. All right. Now we deal with this. Oh, good aim. Come on. Let me hit the thing. Erg! All right, focus the turrets first. Can I just leave? I can. See you guys later. Same thing with this upcoming room. Can I just leave?
Gate check.
Nope.
Nothing on tape.
That worked extremely well. All right. Wow. We do have a good bit more armor, which is nice.
Klein.
So I do not need to sword the big, like, part 1 first phase, because it makes him fly up and, like, get a little bit more aggressive. So we're just going to use the small missiles. Or I guess we do get stuff back. So we'll just blow them up, because we're going to get this back anyway. I'm pretty sure.
We all make mistakes, don't you think, Raven? We humans need strict supervision. We cannot live on our own. A state dedicated solely to ravens. I'm a realist, not some fool.
Okay. Third time.
All that I've wanted
Possibly
is
charmed.
to revive the ways of old. Die, rebel!
Okay. Easy peasy. There's that. So we're going to dump all of our quad missiles ASAP. Or at least try and get good locks on them. And then we'll switch to machine gun. Holy God! It's just that. Is there a phase 3?
Raven!
Oh my God! That was rough.
Phobos orbit altered. It's falling toward the Martian surface.
Quick, start pedaling. Get it back in the sky.
Destroy the orbit control mechanism. Phobos will stop when you do so.
It'll stop? I wanted to keep orbiting, just not... Oh my God. He was too tall. Whoa! This is trippy as fuck. Bounce, bounce.
Phobos orbit deteriorating. We'll never make it.
Oh.
Get out, hurry.
Get out?
Raven. What is it that you wish?
Hey, I think we finished the game. So now it's just backtracking. What? Oh, okay.
The government has announced the death of Leos Klein,
Oops.
leader of the coup d'etat.
There goes the moon.
This effectively ends the uprising.
Yikes.
Society refers to him as the revolutionary who tried to create a government on Mars. I don't agree with that. But it's impossible to know what he really intended, now that Phobos is destroyed and the LCC and Frighteners no longer exist. I don't think he was mistaken, though. I just think he used the wrong means in attempting to obtain what he wanted. Mars is about to begin a new phase in its history. Raven, where will you do?
I'm going to Disney World. Well, that's an armored core. Dance, dance, dance. All right, so we are finished with the story. All of the missions of Armored Core 2. Can we skip this? No. I'm gonna let this run. Okay, so what do we have left? We have backtracking to do, which includes possibly, now that we've beaten the game, there may be additional people in the arena. We just gotta go kick their asses. That'll be easy enough, potentially. Missions where paths diverged, then now we have to go back and do those missions. I think there was one mission that we flat out failed, that we'll have to redo that. And then comes finding all of the hidden parts. We found one, naturally. I will use a guide for that, because those things are just, like, pains in the asses to look for. They're so small. Like the one that we found was, like, it was very obvious. It was, we were down in one of the 3 trenches in this, like, linear trenches in this snowfield on this stage. And there was, like, a very obvious, like, panel in front of a cave. And it was just like, break that open. Oh, look, a part. So we're going to double back and do all that stuff. So I think I'm going to try and do stuff organically first and get completed missions, fight anybody else that may be left in the arena. And then after that, I will pull up a guide and figure out where our missing parts are and what else may be necessary for us to deal with. Excuse me. So, we're just going to let this run, you know. A lot of people worked on this game. Give the credits credit. Fun game, though. Yeah, we just had to alter how we dealt with the second phase, and it turned out pretty easy. Who knew, like, a salvo of 8 missiles at a time, just again and again and again, would just be the downfall of evil incarnate. Martian evil.